This is little Fire Light Tidbit from Proven Winners. Look at this little beauty. Tight, compact, elegant, really gorgeous little darling little plant. Perfect for all sorts of situations. Good morning and welcome to Overdevest Nurseries. I'm David Wilson, and as you can see, I'm out here in the middle of our production nursery. This is where we grow the plants that wind up in our partnering garden centres in your neighbourhood in the mid-Atlantic and northeastern states. We're growing all sorts of things, as you probably know. If you've been and visited our channel, you'll have seen me feature plants like trees and shrubs and perennials and vines and grasses, and essentially outdoor plants that are good for growing here in our region. Ones that we know are proven performers, ones that we know will last for many years, and we hope give you lots of pleasure. And as you've probably seen when I do these videos, I get a great deal of pleasure out of passing on the information about outstanding plants, ones that I highly recommend you take a look at in those partnering garden centres. There's hundreds of them. So I'm going to put the little locator link along the bottom of the screen here. Put in your zip code and it'll pull up all the places that are near to where you live. Now here in front of me is a very special little panicle hydrangea. As you see, they're called panicle hydrangeas because of the shape of the flower that comes out here. And I don't need to tell you that during the summer months, they light up our landscapes. Tough, hardy, reliable, easy to grow. They come nowadays in many different varieties. Some are quite tall, some are low and small and beautiful. And this one, which is called Hydrangea paniculata Fire Light Tidbit from Proven Winners, is an absolutely gorgeous little compact one that I thoroughly recommend you take a look at in our garden centres. As you see, it's very bushy, nice bright foliage here, leaves, lots of flowering stems, and then during the summer months, in the early part of midsummer, it'll start producing these gorgeous flowers that come out first with a slightly greenish or creamy colour, and then as they age, you'll see they start to take on this lovely, beautiful, soft pink colouring, and then as they get through into the autumn time, this pink will intensify and change towards red, all on a plant that only gets to about 2 to 3 foot high in a rounded mound. Hardy to zone 3, they'll grow anywhere in our region, that's the mid-Atlantic and northeastern states. It's easy to grow in an average free draining soil. You prune them down quite hard in the springtime because these plants grow out and flower on shoots all through the early part of the year, and when you prune it down, you'll encourage lots of vigorous growth, and each of the shoots then will carry, as you see, lots and lots of flowers. So pruning it in springtime is not absolutely essential because it will still grow and flower, but when you do that, you'll have a plant that, as you see, puts on lots of lush growth and beautiful, beautiful flowers. Now this is a variety that was hybridized at Spring Meadow Nurseries. Tim Wood is a wonderful plantsman, knows a good plant or two when he sees one. And back in 2011, he collected some seed of an open pollinated older variety called bicolor pink. He doesn't know where the pollen parent came from, but obviously it was a nice, beautiful, tight, compact plant. And then in 2015, when the seedlings were all growing, he picked out this individual clone, and that was the beginning of having all of these spectacular plants. Available, as I say, at our partnering garden centres. You can use this as a single plant in a bed or a border. Wonderful for putting down alongside paths and driveways. Super for putting into containers because it will really sparkle and show. And once it's established in the ground, you'll also find that it is really quite drought tolerant too, needing hardly any maintenance except that pruning in springtime. You'll find that this will be an exceptional plant that, as you see from all of these plants here, are really beautiful and outstanding. So take yourself down to some of the partnering garden centres, ask the experts there, they'll tell you what they think about this, and you, I think, will find that this will be a beautiful, tight, compact, easy to grow, very hardy, very reliable little plant that will put on a great show. And if you feel like it, you can go out and snip a few of these stems and use them in cut flower arrangements too. And by the way, if you're new to this channel and you haven't yet subscribed to it, let me suggest that you think about doing so. And if you find the things that we're telling you on these videos helpful and easy to understand, please think about passing that on to some of your friends. And of course, hit the like button too, because then that helps other people find out about this information as well. As you can tell, this is one that we here at Overdevest is very fond of, and one that we think you'll really, really enjoy having in your garden too. This is David Wilson. Enjoy your gardening. It's good for us, and it's very good for our environment as well.